Well, hello there guys, good evening to you, and welcome back to my voice acting playthrough of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We resume once more, bridge to the turnabout, our final case in Trials and Tribulations, where before the secret chamber, where we had one Cyclock, there is now 5 Cyclocks, with Iris standing before them. What secret is she trying to hide? We shall soon find out in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Right. Is this what Godo was talking about? Yeah. The trick locks. Now then, Iris. Please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth? I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go get a grip of yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfect. Ugh!
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. And anyway, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the Secret Cavern was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the Secret Cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks?
I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one.
Yes, that's correct. What?
Iris, try to think, please! Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call in on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look! You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh no. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls! What are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey! What do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is a loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey! We find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Loris did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way! I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl! You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I gonna do with him? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No. It wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
Mr. Loris.
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a reputation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? And what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I was just a kid, you know? Sure, it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donim's room, reading a book together. But Miss Donim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. Spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey! What are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried, but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That was really cruel of you! Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her cyclops to get the truth out of her. Well, what's the damage? How is the Secret Cavern? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the Secret Cavern.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition.
We have Iris at the Secret Cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, something I've been meaning to talk to you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes. You were telling me how the Master of Karain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them."
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Karain, and her daughters, the main family. All other menials become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed?
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
Suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'll share the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the Dl6 Incident. That's the name of the file.
Dl6 Incident! I knew it! The Dl6 Incident! I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
That's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Currane tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Currane Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth!
Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all! Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Currane tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya?
The spiritual power of the Currane channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy.
You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the Master's seat from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Currane Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? just say that Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter? Oops. I thought you already knew. It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearls. Pearl Fay. But I always thought she was an only child. You jest. The child. She's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yeah. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. Wasn't many years later that Karain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful! He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried. And that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable! If Iris is a twin sister, could it be... Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mr. Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. Even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? Seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. She was able to break free of the bars that confined her. So Iris is a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember where we used to search in the channeling room in Karain. Oh, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be alright. Airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, Detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon? That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. It looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that secret cavern, they're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me? I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godo.
Godo? What did he mean by that? About that letter he found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burn-up old letter.
Burn up old letter?
Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple.
The incinerator? I knew it! I knew I wasn't imagining it! There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case.
Spirit mediums? It's gotta be important if you mention spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you tuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the Shishishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah. And man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours?
You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay?
Alright.
The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far?
No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector!
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away.
Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
Huh? Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out, or not?
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high-tech you can skydive off it.
Oh, bother.
So, now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure. That's what we're trying to find out.
Right. So first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector's signal bouncing off of something metallic. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good looky-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit on something metallic. And when that happens, press Enter to give the area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too. Take a good look and take anything that looks suspicious, okay?
This is Miss Donham's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal when you can't see it?
It's weird that this thing's causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands up! Examining evidence is a job for the...
The top is coming off!
Look what you've done! You damaged a really important piece of evidence!
Ah!
That's a sword! Inside the staff!
Is this... Could it be?
The murder weapon!
I never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh?
No! I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course! This thing's definitely the murder weapon! Great job, pal!
It's about the same length as a shishishito, too. This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal! Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight.
Wait up, detective!
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know.
You're gonna get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off just a while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please! Just until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this got to do with her?
I don't know. But I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh? How so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the Secret Cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think Maya's been murdered?
Please, detective! Let's just wait until we can get inside the Secret Cavern.
Looking kind of viridian there. Okay. Just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, detective.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Sure. Thanks. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donim doing with a staff like this in the first place? Hello guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, you can check out my social media platforms, which are right below my screen. Please check us out and support the show that way. Don't forget, you can watch the action all live on twitch.tv/Stu Waters, where all the action is live with no breaks and no edits. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.